Hello there, ladies and gentlefolk, and welcome to another episode of Zcast. This is still just going to be us answering questions that we've suddenly had once again another spurt of. And I don't think we have anything that we need to announce off the top of my head.
Squeeze pregnant.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that.
No comment at this time.
We don't know who the father is at this time.
Burns pictures have been
supposed to
leaked
be a
all over the
secret.
I
internet.
am the father.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Well,
Interesting twist on things there.
Well,
Wait, my pictures have been linked on the internet?
Sorry, who said that? What?
You said You son of a bitch. That was supposed to be just between you and me. God damn it, HJK.
And this is Burnerator gardening in his evening gown.
Top
you can see a
news.
very nice, you can see a very nice upskirt shot there.
It makes
Just
you
a
wonder,
picture
why
of
do they even
Burns
take the
standing on
pictures?
a grate with the wind blowing his skin.
Sounds about right.
Oh dear.
Awesome.
So yeah, nothing really much.
Why am I here?
I think you're just here so we can take the piss out of you, to be honest.
Yeah, comedy relief. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool. Good. Glad you know your place.
Now stay there.
Dick.
Right then, so I guess we'll hammer through these questions.
Before we get that, we should try and make a few things clear. There are actually a few announcements that we can do just for the sake of making sure everyone knows. First and foremost, the preseason should be starting, I believe, October the 5th?
Right.
I'll take your word for it. You're the one that knows when we start. And...
Yes, the preseason will be starting on Sunday, October the 5th. So that is when it will actually start, which means you have to get your builds in by either Friday or Saturday, probably Friday night, the 3rd. Of course, that'll kind of be up to Derangel's purview, but I would say get them in by Friday night so that Derangel has plenty of time to get the builds done. And then there will be 2 preseason weeks. We're changing this up from the last seasons because 4 preseasons are it takes too long to get to the action. No one needs 4 preseasons. It's just too much. So we're going to have 2 preseason weeks, and it's going to be 4-man teams. You don't have to worry about rotations in the preseason. Just put the 4 people in you most want to see. As in, you need tests, you want to see how they do, etc., etc. Just leave out. My suggestion to you guys, determine who you have working and leave them out. That
seems like pretty sound advice.
Yeah, simple as that. So 2 preseasons, which will be on the 5th and the 12th, and the first regular season match will be on Sunday the 19th. I should also point out that we may not have a league on Sunday, November the 2nd, because I will probably be at Onicon, which is an anime convention that my friend owns, and I will be helping them run that convention for the entire week, so I'll be gone.
Excuses.
Yeah, it's just shirking his responsibility.
Hey, if they can find a way for me to stream DBZ League at the convention, I'm all for it.
Yeah, they can do it.
That would actually be kind of hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be great.
In front of a live studio audience.
But yeah, that's pretty much that.
There is one thing that since we've got that as well that I may as well put out there. Square and I sat down a little while ago and sort of made some general rules and guidelines for the forums and made them mostly accurate. Wait. I'm sorry, distracted. I'm not doing 2 things at once, ignore me.
Actually, what we did is we sat down for 2 hours and shot the shit, and then somehow out of all that, some rules came about.
Yeah, that pretty much sounds about right. I think I had them prepared before we started, and we just went. Yeah,
Oh, is
right.
that what happened?
I think so. Yeah, I think we just
All
sat down
I
and
really
talked for a few
remember
hours.
is we were just taking a piss, and by the end of it, we had like a whole list of rules.
Yeah, and we'd handed the
no.
whole thing out. It was brilliant. No, we sat down for a bit and talked things through. The forums are a bit bigger now.
So good news, everyone! We're bringing back burning at the stake.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't
registered by
bow
me?
down and worship us, that's a thing.
Mhm.
So you be careful.
Really, the only reason that we stopped was just because of some health and safety issues that were brought up. But now we've sorted those out, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
rats kept getting into our bonfire piles, and we were worried about their safety. So we've managed to clear the rats out, and we're good to go now.
Makes me a bit sick thinking about them stuck in there right now.
Poor little guys.
I know.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. But yeah, so on a slightly more serious note, there are now sort of more official rules to the forums. I know for a fact that everybody on the forums hasn't read them. They're there, they are obvious, they are open. Read them. They are pretty much a repetition in most cases of the terms of service, but I know for a fact that most people don't read that either. So,
basically, guys, we wouldn't have put them up there if we didn't have a large number of people not following them.
Yeah,
in other words, we felt
it
was
clear.
Necessary for a reason.
So yeah, those are there. You should read them, and that's about all I've got.
And that applies to every subforum in the entirety of the forums.
Yeah, it applies to everyone. Other subforums might have their own individual rules as to how they're, any codes of conduct they've got down there. That's their problems to deal with. Every subforum has their own set of moderators, so you'll notice that I split the minor leagues off to their own little bits. So yeah, I split the minor leagues off to their own little bit. So the Dragonball Z League forums are now just the Dragonball Z League staff. Naruto League with the Naruto moderators. But yeah, so that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Right, okay, with that bombshell, let us get down to some question answering.
Sounds about right.
Vindicator57 asks, on September 13th, 2014 at 12:04 p.m, with Squee's estimated start time of October 5th only a few weeks away, when might we expect the season's schedule to come out?
October 6th.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That is the scheduled release date for the schedule. Actually, no, wait. That's the scheduled release date from when we were going to tell you the schedule. So I kind of let the cat out of the bag. Damn it.
Wait.
Actually, we have a schedule. It's pretty much cleared all the vetting processes. We can get it up in the next few days.
Yeah. Kyle made it like a month ago or something.
Yeah, translation. KO made it a month ago. It's been sitting in the staff forum for a month, and none of us have bothered to actually post it.
I have responded to that.
No, it's not a case of responding to it.
I didn't say we didn't respond to it. I said we haven't gotten around to posting it.
Hey, I don't want to step over everybody else's toes and just do something half-cocked. I want your guys' frickin' permission.
Then why are you here?
Yeah, see, now that's where we differ, I'm afraid.
Wow. He does everything.
Burn. We didn't say it was your fault. We're saying we're blaming you. There's a difference there. I need a t-shirt that says that. That is an amazing saying. I didn't say it was your fault. I said I'm blaming you.
Yeah.
So basically, in the next few days, right, we can expect the schedule to be released, or October 6th. Whenever we feel like it.
I'll just do it later on tonight.
No,
that's fine. Don't do it.
By the time the Zcast comes up,
we're dating this goddamn episode.
The next question, in case that answer wasn't clear enough for you. The next question, by Andy GM, also on September 13th, 2014, but this is at 4:21 p.m. From what tests you've seen so far, how close of a race do you think Season 6 will be, just by looking at the tests?
I refuse to make judgments just looking at tests, sorry.
Well, I haven't been watching all of the tests, and I don't think most of us have been watching all of the tests anyway.
I've literally...
Yes, but Burn, you're making the test, so that's kind
of...
Okay. Other than the Northkai test, the only ones I've really been paying attention to are either the ones where people actually ask me for builds, which, good job, guys, doing Master Strike and Master Throw on Krillin. That was great. When people actually ask me for builds, or if it's my team. That's really the only ones I'm paying attention to.
But
Yeah.
even if I watched every single test that had been thrown out during the off season, I still wouldn't really be answering this question because I have been doing this a long time, and I know
Yeah.
that tests at best are guidelines, and that I have yet to have a season go the way I expected it to. So, not gonna even try.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, like, we've said this before, because this question has basically been asked before in either exactly the same form or various different forms. You cannot tell from the testing, or even from the preseason, how a season's actually going to go. So asking the question is pretty much pointless, and we won't make that judgment until the season's actually started. We can see how teams are going.
Yeah, I would just say for everyone to wait for at the end of every preseason on the Zcast, we all give our predictions as horribly lacking as they are, but we do it because it's a tradition. So you can wait for that. You can wait for us all to say how we think the season's going to go, and then laugh at us when it never does.
People have done. Yeah.
I think we'll find that when we did do that season 4, I think we'll find that I won.
Only because we stopped counting halfway through the season.
No, I didn't. I'm afraid I
No.
didn't.
Dick. I'm not talking about each weekly prediction. I'm talking about where right before the season starts, we predict the season as a whole, and I'm quite sure you'll find that no one won that one.
No, I'm talking about the one that I won. The one that
nobody
I won.
cares about. That
He's
one,
trying
so
to rub it
doesn't
in
matter.
that SSJ's won. Yep.
Once again,
Which
the same thing
congratulations.
applies. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Find that I won.
I really don't
Then
care.
and before as well. Funny that.
Yeah. So
That's a theme.
how did the Super Saiyans go this year?
Anyway, speaking of the next question, we've got by Wicked Phantom, September 13th as well, but at 5:01. Question for Burn, so don't cock this up, Burn. We know what you're like.
What?
Why was early Goku so desired between ED and DBW, when Gohan and Chaozu can both be a lot better? I mean, except that Kaioken B1 build with Savior. I can't think of how we could outclass them. So why do you think?
I can get this one, Burn. Believe it or not, this is very surprising, but he's highly sought after less for his in-the-ring skills and more for his locker room mannerisms. He just seems to have a way of making the entire team.
His crotch.
I thought it was his
The
cooking,
helicopter.
to be honest.
Uh,
Was it just
to,
his eating? I don't know.
to be completely honest, Chaozu never has and probably never will be a very consistent character. And I saw
Chaozu.
consistency in early Goku on a few AIs.
Yeah, to be fair, it was less that early Goku was highly sought after and more that Chaozu needed the boot.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate because he can be a really good character, but I have already spent a full season trying to work him, and I can't figure him out.
Have you tried
Kyle.
corner of 5th and main?
Maybe. I don't think so. I should try that.
I don't think he's getting the joke.
Kyle,
Trying to work him, trying to work
even
the
in
corners.
the minor leagues, he only found a very specific build, and when I tried it in the majors, didn't fucking work. He is just a really inconsistent character in the hands of an AI.
That's probably just because you cocked it up, Burn, to be honest.
Yes, he brought the team all the way to North Kai Division, but somehow in that one instance, completely.
You got to look at both sides. You got to look at both sides. And I think that, you're a cock
Yeah,
up.
no, but yeah, I mean, early Goku is a decent player, and he was seen to be more consistent than Chaozu, and that's why he was wanted.
Yes,
Cool. Right.
And helicopter.
and helicopter,
And helicopter.
And helicopter.
and helicopter.
To be warned.
So, anyways,
This is very strange, Zcast. September 19th, 2014, 8:41 a.m. This is for the group. What teams are you most looking forward to seeing in the season? Also, from season 5, if you can remember that far, what were your favourite teams to watch? Least favourite?
I think Team Derp's always been one of my favorites to watch.
yeah.
Of
Really?
course, my team, Earth Defenders, is always another good one to watch. It's kind of hard for me to answer that question. Kind of as since I made all the teams in the leagues, I don't think there's a single uninteresting team in the league.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know if I'm most looking forward to seeing any of the teams. To be honest with you, I'm curious to see how all of them do and how the divisions shape up, but apart from that, it's a general interest rather than like I'm looking at a specific team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have to agree.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to describe it. I don't look at the new season and think I'm really looking forward to what the Valkyries do. I look at the new season and I go, I am really looking forward to some really great matches. But who's in the matches isn't really in forefront of my mind.
I'd probably say Boo would be my one for this specific season. And last season, my favourite team to watch, don't know. I don't really remember anyone apart from the Super Saiyans, where I was kind of biased anyway, believe it or not. But least favourite is probably Margins, because they do as well as the Super Saiyans. So it's not not a very honourable reason, but it's what happened.
We never assume you had any honour, actually.
The next question is by Vindicated 57, September 19th again, 12:48 p.m. In week 2 of the NFL, a stat was shared about coaches in the NFL who have beaten every team in the league.
Hey, Shake, just cut out.
Same.
I ended him.
No!
I think.
There you go.
Oh,
I think
Okay.
my
Hi.
push to talk is on a wireless keyboard. And I
That's
think
a
the
really
battery
bad idea.
just went, no, well, I can't get a specific keyboard for this, moment in time where us four meet together and magic happens. But, whatever. As I was saying, where was I when I vanished?
There's a specific stat and then
about
you cut out.
coaches
Right.
that have beaten every other team.
Right, okay. Is there any chance of a DBZ League statistic and being able to track it? Should it be tracked all the way back to Season 2 when all 16 teams were created? Or should it just be tracked going forward?
I don't. I actually would be completely against a stat like that because it suggests that it's the coach that's doing it and not the team. In other words, it suggests that this coach is the sole reason everything's won and not the effort of all the supporters.
Fair enough. Actually, yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Plus, I really don't want to do it, so Dib's not doing it.
Now, on the other hand, if we can find some better stats to actually drive burn into the ground,
Let's go for it.
Absolutely.
By the way, Vindicated, thank you for this example. I didn't want to read it all out because it was quite a long question with it.
actually,
next
now
question-
that I'm thinking about it, Burn, can your stat team track every barrage move, the number thrown out, and the number hit? Not just like one barrage move hits. I mean, this barrage move fired 7 rounds and 6 of them hit for every single time.
You as well. It has to be you, Burn. You can't pass it off. It has to be you.
Unless I'm misinterpreting that, we already do that, Squee.
No. What you do is you say, okay, he fired off this barrage and it hit for this much damage. What I'm saying is this barrage fired 7 beams and 3 of them hit, and keep track of that.
No.
No,
I think, with all due respect, you can fuck right off.
I think it'd be really helpful.
I think that's disrespectful, and I'm going to ban you.
Permanently from YouTube.
And to boot with that,
life.
can you also keep track of rush blasts?
Yeah, that'd be good.
No.
Oh god, this guy's not pulling his weight.
Can you also keep track of the average energy speed regen when they charge?
That would be really useful, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like that.
For
a lot.
every milestone in energy bars, so how long they get to 1, then 2, then 3 on average. I think it'll be very helpful for the league as a whole, really. So with Burn imploding, I think we will move on to the next question. Wicked Phantom once again asks, this is something recently asked in the Naruto side of life about Hidden Sand getting 5 to 10, but one Chunin division that should be on the DBZ League side too. Say if you had the margins 11 and 4, North Kai win their division, Androids 5 and 10, East Kai win their division, Ginyu 9 and 6, West Kai win their division, and Namix 10 and 5, South Kai win their division. Androids win the bowl. Would they be placed in South Kai because their record says that's where they go, or because they won the season, do they receive a free pass to North Kai?
No, they're in South Kai because that's where the record goes. There's a reason why we do it this way, and it's about balance.
It's great. I already went into a lot of depth with this question in Naruto League.
Take it away.
It's really it sounds interesting in your head, but in reality, if you're going to do that, you're going to bump every single other team down. Okay? Because they're first. They won the championship. Now, how would you feel if you just barely edged into North Kai, but you got kicked out of the finals or out of the bowl, which is a completely different competition than the main season? Okay? So how would you feel if you were knocked down to a lower division because another team won? Also, you're comparing the divisions are supposed to be pairing teams that at the end of a season are equal in power at the beginning of the season. So it's like a baseline moving between seasons. Okay? Now, going and taking somebody like, let's say, Cold had a really terrible season, but barely made it into the finals, and they won. So you're going to take Cold, which would be in South Kai, and you're going to place them in North Kai. So every single other team is going to be slapped down. That doesn't seem fair to me.
Well, not only that, but you're taking Team Cold, who admittedly, obviously had a great run in the playoffs, and stick them with teams that perform consistently on a much higher level. Because just having a good playoff run doesn't mean that you're going to have a good season. It means that you scouted out the teams and you made the right calls and you got the job done. But you also run into this problem too. Well, what if the loser of the Tenkaichi Bowl was supposed to go to South Kai this season? I mean, he got to the Tenkaichi Bowl, right? So does he go to South and the other guy not just because he happened to win? It's not a good method of determining who goes where.
Yeah, it is. Or it isn't.
Yeah, it's a really good. I mean,
no, it's terrible.
It is.
It's terrible.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you need any indicator, look at the past several seasons and look how close our divisions have been when it comes to competing with each other. This season 5, there was only one team on one division that was far and away above every other team on that division. So the simple fact that our divisions season in and season out are highly competitive is a great indicator for how well that system works.
Dope. Right.
Now, I will say that for some reason it seems that the North Kai typically tends to be full of horrible teams. I don't know how that works, but at least they're consistently horrible with each other.
Mostly. Next question, Wicked Phantom again. It's very keen, this one. Actually, there we go. September 19th, 9:42 p.m. Since you moved DBZ miners to their own spots on the forum, thank you, would it be possible to place general talk, player draft, weekly builds, test requests, statistics, and staff threads to their own thing like the Majors or Naruto League? It looks weird the way it is, and it would be appreciated if you did this. Smiley face.
Wait, I'm confused. Exactly what are they asking for? Are they asking for a separate section for each?
Right, a few things. They want it in the same way as Dragonball Z League. And the way we have like the team customization and general discussion split into things underneath. First off, not a question for the Zcast. Yeah? If you want to ask something about the forums and the way it's set up and the way it's organized, then you come and talk to me directly. Okay? It's not a question for the Zcast. Secondly, no. And if you want to know why, you're welcome to come and talk to me about it.
Oh, I can give a very nice, simple answer. Is that the forums are crowded enough as it is. We don't want to expand even more, because the forum already has. I mean, it has Dragon Ball Z League, Naruto League, general topics, Let's Player section, podcast section, and we don't want to make those. And now we just made a minor league section.
Yeah,
it gets too cluttered.
Yeah, you guys now have a subsection of your own, because it made things tidier and made more sense in terms of the way the moderators worked. The fact is that the minor league subforums are not big enough to justify, like, there's not enough there and not enough participation and not enough clutter there to make it, one, make it worthwhile, and two, it's not well organized enough to make the transition to that particularly easy for me, let alone the moderators. So, no. And if you want to come and make the argument for it, you're welcome to, and you can PM me about it, but probably you won't get anywhere.
Oh, okay. And he also...
You've cut out again, Chicken.
God damn it, I swear to fucking Christ. Is it working now? Yeah.
Hey, he has nothing to do with this.
It has everything to do with it. Can we trade between teams? Example, could Dragon Ball Warriors trade early Goku to Earth Defenders for Krillin?
Why? What?
Only in the off-season and only if the two teams agreed to it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this has always been something that's allowed. You're more than welcome to, but both teams have to agree on it, which is why it never happens.
Yeah. And also the players have to be within the team themes. So you can't have Broly on the Valkyries. That would never be a thing.
It'd be funny, though.
God, here we go. This is where Squee changes the rules for his own entertainment purposes.
No.
You're getting Chi burn just because.
No.
Hang on, let me scroll up. Android 9 asks, can androids have general blue, please? Lol. Not serious, but curious.
No, he's not an android.
He's not an android.
Crimson Flame asks on September 20th, 7:50 AM. First question.
Cut out again, HJK.
Have you seen any improvement in the discussion and analysis after each test since the last Zcast?
Nope.
I haven't really been looking.
That answers that question.
What do you think is the best indicator of the strongest team in the league? Win-loss record, average damage, winner of the bowl, or something else?
Win-loss record.
I think overall win-loss record, because it's the best indicator of strength and consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Average damage is nice and fine and can be really useful in terms of consistency, but it's not much use for anything else.
Yeah.
The third and final question from Crimson Frame. If a team has...
Cut out again, HJK.
All right. Don't blame me, blame Jesus.
We gotta start doing this when he's not cutting out. Just crazy.
If a team has many good builds for a player and just 2 weeks of preseason, would you say it's preferable to test the better builds or the worse ones?
Test the worst builds. Don't work on the people you have fixed.
If you're talking about, like, you've got each player's just sorted and you've got either a good build that you want to trial for that player and those players, then test the good build to see how it works against the rest of them.
Right. My thinking was, because I was under the impression, if you're asking, I have two characters who I pretty
No, it's
much
many good builds for a single player, according to, from the way the question's phrased.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. You know what? It's kind of a tough thing. Here's the question. What is the builds that you're planning on using the most during the season? Those are what you probably should be testing during the preseason. Now, obviously, it's good to have more than one build, but every team has a this is our go-to build kind of thing. That's unless you have it completely and totally worked out, that's probably what you should be working on the preseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much.
HDK is going to change the batteries on his What do that? So, give me just a second.
I'm going to dance to keep everyone entertained.
Sorry, I've got questions. Oh shit, that's not ideal. Next question is from Wicked Phantom again, who asks, do you have a schedule for when you do the Zcast during the off-season? No, we do it whenever there's enough questions, as I think I stated when we finished. Pretty much these ones, there's no point having a schedule, because there's usually not much to talk about, so the only thing we've been doing is answering questions, and so that's when we arrange when we have enough questions to answer. Next question comes from Fraser Taser. From the tests you've seen, who do you think are the top 3 threats, or the top from each division? No idea, not been watching the tests, unless I've been specifically asked to, and again, it's the tests, what are we supposed to take from them? They're for the individual teams, and it doesn't give you an impression of the team as a unit. So, your guess is as good as mine. Right. Next question is from Huzzah for Timelines. What is the estimated time of release for the Passara system thing Byrne was working on at the moment?
Good question. I'm almost done.
I was gonna say, is that still alive? Did that project die, or?
Sorta did. I just haven't been working on it for the past week or so. I've been swamped with other stuff. I'm at a point.
Yeah, like so many of us were like when the off season started, we're like, man, we've got free time. We can help all the other teams. We can do, and then like the preseason's almost or this off season's almost over. It's like I have had no free time.
Yeah, it's like I've been working, or I've been a regular committee university, I've been in this, that,
like,
it's like
we told all the teams, man, we're gonna send people from the staff to help you be a pseudo member. Yeah, I don't even have time to finish what I need to finish, much less. Yeah,
I've barely had enough time to go over the whole lot of the forums and keep that in check recently, let alone like actually sit down and do stuff, watch tests and stuff. Like if the league had been going on, I'd probably just backed out for like a week, because fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm literally the only one of the staff that has been a pseudo member, and even then, most of the teams that I'm supporting is like, well, you already fucking have it. Why am I here? You have it down pat. You don't need me.
I think I've
like
been helping.
The fucking booze.
Yeah.
You have no idea how fucking organized they are.
No, they are incredibly organized. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been helping out Crimson Flame on the Super Saiyans, and that's pretty much been it. When I've been specifically asked for it, that's pretty much it.
Even though, oddly enough, the Super Saiyans were like the most popular team.
Yeah, no, there's nobody there.
HJK left, it's just Crimson, and he's doing amazing shit.
He'll just get all puffed up.
Sorry, God.
Listen, you have to understand how to manage HJKs, you know?
God.
It's important.
I thought he was gone.
It doesn't mean he can't hear. Just means he's training the batteries in his mouse. I hope. Maybe he's gone. Maybe he's dead.
Maybe he's dead. I think he's dead.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Maybe he's watching American football.
But yeah,
no idea why anyone would do that. It's not proper football.
Getting back on topic, I'm at a point where it is just literally going in, testing one thing, backing out, going in, testing one thing, backing out, and it's just grindy as hell. And it gets boring really quick. I'm trying to trudge through it. It's very nearly there. I just need to sit down one day and just, for the entire day, not do any tests, don't check the forums, don't even talk to my fucking parents, just sit there.
I mean, to be fair, not checking the forums is generally advisable in a day anyway, I mean.
But didn't you tell me to... Never mind.
Yeah, I did. And
I thought you told me to monitor everything.
He was
That's my
being
job.
sarcastic, Burn.
God.
He's
I don't-
basically saying that for
Ah.
sanity's sake, it's best to stay away from the forums.
Yeah, I mean, for sanity, like, it is your job to do that. If you don't want to, I'm quite happy to
No,
take
no,
the ability
no,
Oh,
to do it away from
no.
you. That's absolutely fine.
Don't you fucking dare.
Excuse me?
I want it.
Boys, stop fighting over
Careful,
me.
bud.
There's enough for me for both of you.
Yes, Captain Squee Squee.
Now we know why Squee's pregnant.
I am the father!
Oh
Good thing
dear.
you're not the son, though.
Holy Ghost. What is this game biblical?
Just
It's
call
very
me
strange.
Oedipus
no idea.
Rex.
Nice.
What question were you guys on?
We are currently on Hazard's second question, which is: will teams still be able to test full builds during the preseason?
No.
No.
What?
Oh no! There's an even better one.
Wait,
On-
no.
on that note,
Okay,
completely.
no. That was my own mistake. I was like, I guess they're talking about actual tests. I'm like, what would you be giving them during the preseason matches if not full builds?
Yeah.
No, during the preseason matches, you could only test AI.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Why don't we do that? And that'll mean the preseason is so useful. Just
Yeah. No,
so
absolutely.
useful.
It's perfect.
So yeah, no.
Yeah.
No testing full builds, unfortunately for you. XMat7X asks, today at 3:57 p.m, when does the new season start? Pretty sure
At
we
some
haven't
point
been
in the
over this
future.
yet. Yeah. This is actually a question the staff hasn't even discussed. We'd be like, whatever, we can put that off. So maybe 2016.
We're thinking first quarter 2016, yeah.
Yeah. So put it in your diaries or buy a diary in advance for that.
Yeah.
And get ready.
It's kind of yeah. We're not really giving you that information. You don't need to know.
Exactly.
It's on a need-to-know basis only. It's and obviously you don't need to know. So
We're good like that. We're very efficient.
organized.
Havoc313 asks, today at 6:10 p.m. So when the main season starts up again, will there be any restrictions for the testing, or will we be allowed the same testing privileges during the main season?
No, not in a million fucking years.
No.
There.
Yeah, to be a bit more specific, during the season, the only thing you're allowed to test are AIs. You cannot test actual builds. And the reason for that is we like to encourage people testing in the ring. In other words, if you want to test a build, test it during your match.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, otherwise, what's the point of the off season, you know?
Yeah, the only thing that will be allowed to test during the season is AI versus AI inter team. So, like for instance, I won't be able to use Fosh anymore. I will only be able to use Krillin, Mid Goku, Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu. Those are the only characters, unless I pick up a new character between now and the beginning of the season, which I doubt it. But that's literally the only 5 characters that I can use to test. That's why the preseason is so awesome for testing.
Yeah.
Yep, right. And Crimson Flame has added an extra question. I spotted him editing it onto his previous 3, so I will ask this one now. With move of TGN Army on YouTube, will we be going back to the episode format of seasons 4 and 5? If so, will you still be putting up the raw recordings on the DBZ League channel for stat recorders, people who miss a stream, etc.?
I'm gonna say no, simply because I don't think I have that kind of time. The problem is that not only do I have to run my YouTube channel and do all the streams 6 days a week, but also I'm constantly uploading things for TGN's the channel as well. I just don't think I have the time to get a raw version up. So you guys are just gonna have to use Twitch.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be. Is there going to be anything on YouTube, or is it just going to be Twitch?
No, I mean, yeah, there'll be the episode format on the TGN Army, the 4 episodes a week.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Right. Gotcha. Okay, then that's all the questions. All done. Bam.
Yeah,
Boom.
pretty much
Hammered
sums up
through.
the questions.
That is all the
That
questions?
was so amazing.
Yep, very efficient.
Bang, 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 bang. Done. That's pretty much what we do all day. Power through.
Sure.
Wasn't
through.
there someone's question we didn't answer last time?
Nope.
Okay, then.
No.
Was that?
we-
I don't know. I was going to go back and check the last Zcast to make sure that we hadn't missed anything, but I moved, and I really partly forgot, and I partly can't be asked. So, there you go.
Again, bang, 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 bang. Brutal efficiency. Right here on the Zcast. There we go. Any other nuggets of wisdom for us to share with the masses?
I don't think so.
That says
I mean,
says it
I
all.
am God, but apart from that, you really don't need anything else.
Be nice to your fellow forumites.
No, we don't do
Yep.
that. That's silly. Why the fuck would
Be
oh,
nice.
No. Wait, shit! Did it again.
Giveth unto squeeth what's. Hang on.
No,
I was trying
you've
to
done it
do a
You've done it
biblical
wrong,
thing,
actually.
but I have done it wrong. I've forgotten what
Yeah.
the fuck it is. So there we go. Brutal
Tisk,
efficiency.
tisk, tisk.
Nicely done, everybody.
And no 30-30 cannot be in DBZ League. It doesn't work like that.
I'm gonna find that damn quote now. Where is it?
That thread was awesome for a while.
That thread was fucking amazing.
Yeah. And it was just impromptu, just, you know what? Let's
No.
just do this for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't imagine the assholes. This is stupid. It needs to stop. Dude, fuck off. No one's
Right?
telling
That was
you to come in here.
brilliant.
Ah.
No, it was like the bit that really got me was the bit where initially some people didn't understand whether like it was like
Yeah.
some people thought it was being serious. That
But it
was
was
the best
so
bit.
obvious.
Ah.
It was so
And
obvious.
everybody just started trolling them. That was fucking amazing. Yeah, and then people seemed to start getting really pissy about it. I honestly don't know what the fuck that was about.
I have to say,
Yeah.
though, when I hit that spoiler tag, that was one of the best laughs
Mhm.
I've had in a long time. So,
Right?
that's our team. 10-10,
Right.
20-20, 30-30.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. I like that one.
Brilliant.
I don't even follow Naruto League. I found it hilarious.
Yeah. Actually, that has spawned a possible gauntlet for Naruto League.
Ugh, full 10-10.
Oh, God.
Yup.
Nice.
Oh.
Each of them.
I've
Squee
only
knows
posted the
this.
once. Yeah, I've only posted the once because I couldn't think of any clever things other than 2020 perfect vision, the
Yeah,
50-50 deciding ties, and 10-10
Yeah.
having the T-shirt that says OG.
Yeah. that was still pretty good. But yeah,
Mhm.
Squee,
Yes.
Darky is talking about giving them all Susanoo as a true awakening. You know Sasuke's thing?
Uh huh. Oh my
And
God.
changing the colors to each of the 10-10 colors.
Oh my God, that would be brilliant. I was gonna post a thing because people were like, wasn't like 40-40 Uchiha? I was gonna post one. It's like, no, she's not Uchiha, but she still has Sharingan.
Right?
I was like,
Such a
wait,
great
what?
post.
But yeah, she's just that good.
Okay, are we done for the Zcast then?
Yeah.
Believe so.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
still
thanks.
recording? Shit.
Yeah, we
I
didn't,
didn't
do any
know
kind of fucking outro, you retard.
I wasn't paying attention.
No, of course not.
I
Right.
totally wasn't paying attention either.
You bunch of fucking retards. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we will probably next see you at the beginning of after the first week of the preseason. Where we might have more information for you about stuff that's going to be happening. We probably won't. Because that's just how efficient we are. So, yep, we will see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.